Welcome to Spotlight. For the first time in 20 years, Cornwall has a regular air link with Heathrow. There'll be 4 flights a day between Newquay and London, although there have already been teething problems.
You can do it. That's it, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. High five!
And how a study trip to South Africa for this Plymouth man turned into a mission to help orphan children. Now, for many students, a gap year to go off on an adventure has become an essential part of life. But when one Plymouth man fancied a bit of volunteering abroad back in 2007, he wasn't to know it would change his life.
Harrison Nash was so moved by what he saw in South Africa that he returned to the country after his degree to set up a children's charity, which is now celebrating its 10th anniversary.
Well, using education and play, Maranatha Care helps children who've had a difficult start in life. We'll be talking to Harrison in just a moment. But first, here's a look at some of the work he's been doing at the charity's base in Port Elizabeth.
Hi, my name is Harrison Nash and I'm Charity Director of Maranatha Care Children.
Ready? And then they found a little nook in a stable all forlorn, and in a manger cold and dark, Mary's little boy was born. Come on. Our pigs, huh?
Yes.
Well, that's nice. Yes! Okay, next one. Come on, you can do it. That's it, you can do it. You can do it.
Well, Harrison's here now. Harrison, that all looks so wonderful. The work you do must be so rewarding.
Yes, absolutely. And for me, it's been amazing over the years, you know, to actually see children become such self-sufficient, successful adults. It's been hugely rewarding for me.
Briefly explain to us how this all came about. How did you end up from Plymouth in South Africa in the first place?
Well, yes, I finished school, Devonport High, and originally I was going to be doing English media marketing in London. I just decided I'd taken an interest in South Africa and in Nelson Mandela, and I thought, let me do some volunteer work over there. And in the short time I spent, 4 months, I realised that there was scope to make an even greater difference. So I went back again, explored the options, and it led to me setting up a charity because I thought over a long-term period you could really make a huge difference to the lives of these children in care.
And you obviously have. Is it hard work, though?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's challenging. There's never a dull moment. But I love what I do. I'm incredibly passionate about it. And, you know, to see the outcomes and the success stories that we have from what you would say could be a hopeless case when you first get in, but actually those children, become superstars. I mean, for me, they really are heroes.
And tell us a bit more about their background. What sort of lives are they coming from when they reach you?
Yes, well, we have children who were on the streets, children who were survivors of abuse. We've had children who were abandoned, many orphaned, highly vulnerable children. But despite that, incredibly resilient. And, you know, you see that when you are able to give the targeted support of these children, which, you know, through the charity we've been able to do, they can really achieve their full potential. And that's been what's so inspiring about the whole journey.
And you mainly have success stories?
Actually, yes, that's what's been really positive, and that we can give feedback to people who support us. You know, we have young people who I've worked with from when they've been 12 years old, now in their 20s, and they come back to speak to the young people. You know, they're working for national companies, you know, they've got great qualifications, and despite where they came from, you know, their future is now so bright and they can actually inspire the next generation.
I know you come back to Plymouth, if you can, once a year.
Yes.
Over the years that you've been away, what sort of differences are you noticing between South Africa and the southwest when you get back here? And the contrast must be huge, but maybe there are similarities as well.
I mean, the contrast is huge. You know, there's been a lot of growth as well. I mean, I went to Plymouth University. It's been amazing to see even the development from when I graduated until now. Devonport High, my old school, I always try and talk to the students and the pupils about the work that I do, and it's been amazing to see those developments in Plymouth as well. You know, and that's also been an interesting thing on a yearly basis.
Do you ever think you should be doing your amazing work here in this country?
Well, a lot of people would ask that, and of course I think, you know, many people, my family would love to have me back here, but also they've been incredibly supportive. You know, my parents have come 3 times out to Port Elizabeth. They've been there and they've had Christmas with the children, and, you know, they've really seen, I think, the positive impact because they've actually got to know them as well. And, you know, when you can actually follow a journey right through from a child through to an adulthood, that's quite rare. And, you know, on a gap year or a short-term volunteer project, you don't always get to see that. But I've been able to see the results from the interventions we've been able to do, and that's been incredible.
Briefly, what's the long-term plan? Is South Africa your home now, effectively? Is that the plan?
Well, you know, it's been 10 years of the charity. We could hashtag 10 more years, but we'll see what will happen. I mean, I would love to see the young people we're working with now set up their own projects to help the future generation in South Africa. And if the charity could be part of making that possible, then I would think we've achieved what we set out to do.
You've done some amazing work already.
What a difference you've made. Well done.
Thank you
very much for coming in.
Thank
Have
you.
a good trip back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now,